Let's share the link. Let's share the link. So that we can be able to dig deep into this amazing sharing. So I will talk about staking, and I'll also talk about one of the amazing way of building a community, okay, that could pay you not less than $500,000 within a year. So let's share the link. Let's share the link. That will be one of my amazing sharing today. Yesterday, we learned a lot about what is DeFi. Then I think tomorrow I will go back to how to use DeFi wallets. Okay. I'll also look at that, how to use DeFi wallets. But today, I want to go into details. I want to go into details. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. Beautiful. In the house, I've seen my grand upline. Happy to see you, sir. It is a privilege to have you with us this morning. Please feel free to say hi. I see. Yes, feel free.
Hi, everyone. Super excited.
Thank you
How's
so much.
everything good?
Everything is good. Thank you for joining. You have some good news, because usually when you come, you have some good news.
I only will share the big and good news tomorrow night in our global mega Zoom tomorrow night.
Beautiful,
All right.
beautiful.
So let me prepare first. This big news
Okay.
is everything that we are waiting for. Right.
All right. All right.
Okay. Fantastic. Get ready, guys.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we shall have an international Zoom, and that's where we shall have our upline share amazing insights. Okay. Good news in the Oracle DAO ecosystem. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So, without delay, I want to get started. But before we start, get into the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. Let me know where you're joining us from. Okay, get into the chat. You see how I look nice in my Oracle jacket and my Oracle t-shirt, guys. Very demure. Huh? Okay. All right. Omega is saying just here in Bulenga. Happy to have you, sir. Robert Malanga, he says, joining you from that side of Tanzania. Happy to see you. Habari za asubuhi. Rafiki, unatoka wapi kwa Tanzania? Yes, Robert is joining us from Tanzania. Okay. All right. Innocent is joining us from Kigali. Mezute. Right. Yes, Brian is joining us from Masindi. Masindi, Mwasibamta. Hey. So happy to have you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to have you. Oh, my brother is Kelfas is joining us from Bulisa. Hey, yes, Mr. John is joining us from Wakiso. Yes, user is joining us from Mombasa, Kenya. Habari za asubuhi. Yes, Crypto Titan is joining us from Muyenga. Hey, the rich people area. Hey, the rich people. All right, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we want to talk about how do you invest right and create a very good residual income. Okay. I have said it several times, and I'll say it over and over, that your power of winning sits in your strategy. And I will pick up a graph. I'll pick up a graph. Okay. I'm gonna go to my trading view, and I will pick a normal trade. Let me just pick from this. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll pick any coin, and I'll press it in a 1 week time frame. Okay, don't worry, guys. I just want to show you something. I hope my screen is very clear. Don't worry about my chart, but I want to show you something. Okay. But I think my best token, let it be BNB, because it's the one now that is so much leading the rest. So let me pick up BNB, and I press it in a 1 week time frame. Get off all these indicators here. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, this is BNB, and BNB got started in the market at around 0.5 $1 on November 2017. And throughout this journey, if we calculate from 2017 up to today, so it means in 2027, BNB will be making 10 years. But in these 10 years of its existence, it means that it is now 8 years old. But it started at 0.05. But along this journey, BNB as a cryptocurrency has had ups and downs. I want to make this very clear. It has had ups and downs. If you are able to see this graph, it started from here, went up, came down here, went up, came down here, went up. But it has had cycles, a repeated cycle of ups and what? Of ups and downs. What I want to bring to your concern is that today, when we look at the pair of ONF, I don't know if these other exchanges could be listed here. I don't think I could get those exchanges here. But okay, then I needed to open up. Let me just go to Bioeconomy. And I pick the ONF pair. Okay, this is the ONF pair. I'll press it also in a 1 week time frame. Okay. Maybe in the 1 day to get a clear picture. All right. So basically, this is the token. It is not stable. It moves up, it comes down like any other cryptocurrency in the market. But then my major message is, I want you to stake your ONF in a cycle that enables you to keep profiting at different prices of the token. Does that make sense? I want you to stake your ONF so that you keep profiting at different prices of the token. There will be a time when the token is high. There will be a time when the token is low. But your staking approach should be based so that you are able to profit when the price is high and you're able to profit when the price is low. Now, the beauty is, I'll get back to my BNB. I'll get back here to my BNB, okay? The beauty is that if someone bought BNB when it was at 0.5, and they've been checking their account, do they still have their BNB when it's at $1,000? Let me know in the chat. I need genuine answers. If someone bought BNB when it is at 0.5, do they still have their BNB when it is now at $1,000? Let me know in the chat. I need genuine answers. I need genuine answers. If someone bought their BNB when it is at 0.5, okay, just put yourself in their feet. You bought BNB when it's at 0.5. You bought BNB when it's at 0.5. It's now at $1,000. Would you still have it? Let me not throw the question that side. Would you still have it? Let's see here. You bought BNB when it is at 0.5. And now it's at $1,000. Those are 8 years later. Would you still be able to have it? But here is the opportunity that your staking is giving you. And why would you have sold? Let me know in the chat. Why would you have sold? I see most of you are saying you wouldn't have it. Here's my question. Why would you have sold your BNB? Why wouldn't you have kept it up to now? Let me know in the chat. Why would you have sold your BNB? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. The price shoot up, okay, you would have taken profit, okay. The fear of the dump, thank you so much. You fear you would have lost your profits, okay. So at the end of the day, all of you will agree with me that you wanted to take profit. Is that true? Exactly. You wanted to take profit. And since you wanted to take profit, you wouldn't keep the tokens any longer. But here is the opportunity for the first time in the crypto market space that once you participate in the ONF DAO, for example, I'll just go to my token pocket very fast. Then I'll go to my stake. So I'll open it up. All right, good. So I'll go to my stake and I will focus on the 30-day strategy. Now, this is the difference, is that, let me say, I invested 229 tokens. And so far, I have a profit of 26 tokens. My strategy is to stake for 30 days, meaning that after 30 days of my staking, I will sell my block production reward and restake my 229 tokens again. Here comes a big question. If ONF moves from $20 to $100, and along this journey, I have been staking my 229 tokens and taking away my profit. When it hits $100, will it be easy for me to sell the 229 tokens? Let me repeat. I staked 229 tokens, but every month I am receiving tokens. Let's put it on a calculator here so that you could see. Okay, I stake 229 tokens. At the end of the month, I will have 286 tokens. So let's go to a calculator. I want to show you something mind-boggling. So at the end of the month, I have 286 tokens minus my capital 229. It means that in my first month, I will earn 57 tokens. Now, I stake them again. Here comes my big question. Here comes my big question. If the ONF token moves from 20 where it is and it hits 100, will I be forced to sell my 229 tokens? Will I have the urge of selling my 229 tokens? Let me see if we're already connecting. Let me see if we're already connecting. Give me some answers. Now you are saying no. Why? Why would I have sold my BNB, but I wouldn't have sold? I will not force myself to sell my 229 tokens. Give me some answers in the chat. Why do you feel that I will not sell my 229 tokens? Okay. Kelfas is saying you already have rewards. You're already enjoying profits, and that is what I'm talking about. That if I had bought 229 tokens of BNB 8 years ago, but along the journey, I am able to earn more tokens that I can be selling, don't you think I would still have my 229 tokens today? I'm putting now the same fit. I started the same journey of ONF and BNB at the same time. But along the journey, because ladies and gentlemen, your profitability in crypto is the ability to keep your crypto for a very long period of time. How many of you agree with me? Your ability to become successful in crypto is the power of keeping your crypto assets for a very long period of time. That is one. Number two, but also, if you don't take profit in crypto, you don't become successful. How many of you agree with me? Number one, you must take profit. So in a normal way, the only way you take profit is by selling your tokens. But here, you are earning more tokens that you can repeatedly be taking profit. How many of you connect? Give me a one if you connect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the Oracle DAO is introducing more user case, because I want to tell you plain white, what creates value of a token is what we call utility. What is this token doing in the marketplace? Apart from the staking that gives you more token, the ONF DAO is introducing already the UCAD. Is introducing already the UCAD, meaning that it is opening up and anybody across the world has the power to access. Very soon you'll be able to access the global physical Visa cards, but now you can access the virtual Visa card, which currently works so well on WeChat, Alipay, and Apple Pay. And anyone, because I just need to put in here 256, let me show you. Then I load my number. I'm not going to buy it because I've already got a chance to get a physical one. So I can't have both. So after putting in my email and I type apply now, I'll need 50 USDT to be able to get the Visa card. Meaning that it is allowing people to participate in real world. It is adding utility to its services, and in the near future, they are opening up more services for a SocialFi hub, a global pay, a credit marketplace, a DAO treasury, a decentralized exchange, a debank, a security token hub, an AI agent, derivatives engine, and insurance, all these are coming in your favor. And this is digital civilization. It is introducing the digital economy world. Ladies and gentlemen, once all this is in place, the value of the ONF token will increase. As it increases and it moves from as low as where it is at $20, it moves from as low as it is at $20 to as high as it will go, let me say $1,000, because everything is possible. And the reason I have told you why this is possible, apart from utility, if we go to mechanisms of supply and demand, because these things are very easy. When we go to CoinMarketCap, let's visit there very fast, CoinMarketCap, and then we write in ONF. This is ONF. And then we go to the simple details down here. Maximum supply 100 million. Total supply 100 million. I have had people who complain about the exclamation marks here. And I want to make this very simple. This is self-reported. And the reason why it is self-reported is very simple. Let me explain. In tokens, for example, let me come back again. Allow me this explain. Allow me this explain. Okay, let me use this. Okay. So let me pick any token of my choice. Let me pick ENA. And why do I go for, I would even have picked SUI. Look here. This is ENA. It has a market cap that has no exclamation mark, that is 3.18 billion. Listen to me very well. 3.18 billion. And all these tokens are unlocked. All this market cap is unlocked. It has a maximum supply of 15.0 billion ENA tokens and a circulating supply of 7.15 billion ENA tokens. And recently, here on CoinMarketCal, they released the new tokens in the market. For example, let me check. For example, take this token called SEI. Let's take SEI as an example. On the 15th of October, which is basically when? Which is basically today, they are going to release 55.56 million SEI tokens today. They are going to release 55.56 million tokens. Starnet, they are going to release today 127 million tokens in the market automatically. But the only way ONF tokens are unlocked into the market is when we, the participants in the DAO, either stake, buy bonds, or treasuries. There is no mechanism where the founders of the token will come up with a day when they will release the tokens in the market. Does that make sense? It means that the only way tokens are added in circulation. Does that make sense? For example, a person who bought SEI, let me put SEI here. Let me bring SEI. It is already here. The person who bought SEI, number one, it has a circulating supply of 6.24 billion SEI tokens. It is true, it has a market cap of 1.4 billion, which is the current price times the circulating supply. If you want to know what is market cap? Market cap is the current price of the token times the circulating supply of the token. That is why we have 1.4 billion tokens. But the reason why our tokens are self-reported, it's because it's us that provide the circulating supply. How many have understood? Because the only way these tokens get into the market, is when we stake. So when we stake and we claim, that is how we bring these tokens in circulation. If we don't stake tokens, if we don't participate in market makers or staking or treasury, the tokens are not released in the market. That's why our market cap is self-reported, because it is the ecosystem that releases the tokens in the market. It's not like SEI, because today SEI, 55 million tokens are gonna be released in the market. Number one, will the price of the token be affected? Let me know in the chat. Will the price of the token be affected? Let me know in the chat. If 55 million tokens are going to be released by the SEI, I don't know, the founders of SEI, will the price of the token be affected? Thank you. Surely it will go down. But what you find out here is that we only have a maximum supply. We have a maximum supply of 100 million tokens. And those 100 million tokens is only you and me that can get these 100 million tokens in circulation. How many are understanding now? Give me a 2 if you're understanding. It's only me and you. When we participate in the project, only me and you that can get these tokens in circulation. Now, the investor of SEI, do they participate on how these tokens will get in the market? No, the founders said today we shall release 5.5 million tokens, 55. Then they can even repeat it the next day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, demand and supply is key in the rise of the token. And the ONF project is saying, we want to create a demand and supply ecosystem. And your participation in going out there and talk about the Oracle DAO is increasing the demand, is increasing the demand of ONF that has a limited supply. How many of you have thought about this? That what about when all the 100 million tokens, we have finished them? How many of you have thought about that? How many of you have thought about that? Think about it. What will happen? How many of you have thought about that? What will happen when the 80 million tokens have been brought out of the system? We have claimed all of them. Now all of them are in the market. The big question will be, by then, how many tokens will you have? The big question will be, how many tokens will you have? When we have finished everything, when we have finished everything, the demand will go high. Thank you. The demand will go high. I was looking at the project called OHM, and let me show you something unbelievable. And before I show you something unbelievable, let me first show you something here. I pray I get it very fast, although I had not thought about it. But let me see. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can. Okay. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, I want to focus on something very small. And okay, let me show you. All right, currently we are in the year 2025, 2026. And this is the roadmap of the Oracle DAO. Number one, it is institutional pilot and regional launch. And they have launched the ONF tokens. Do we have ONF tokens on the market? Let me see if you people are following. Do we have ONF tokens in the market? Let me know. Let me know. Do we have ONF tokens in the market? Now, I am not a bad teacher, but there is usually some spiritual connection to my training. When you participate, you remember. But when you don't participate, after I finish the class, the whole information comes back to me. And I'm not lying. When you participate, you remember. When you don't participate, after the meeting, the information evaporates. So make sure when I ask you type, because when you don't type, at the end of the meeting, the information will evaporate. Then after the meeting, we'll say, what was he trying to talk about? What was he trying to talk about? There is a way my information comes back to me. And I'm telling you, you ask those who were with me in the previous project. When you participate, you remember. When you don't participate, I pick the information after the call. Immediately, it evaporates from your mind. Every time you are in the business, you don't understand what is happening. So make sure when I ask you write, you type in the chat. You will say, hey. Okay. So we have the ONF tokens in the market. That's one. Number two, deployment of multi-tier staking mechanism. This is what I mean by multi-tier. You see, let me come back here. Where is Oracle? You see, you can be able to stake for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, you take your capital and your profit. Whoever is building a team and you give someone your link, I encourage you not to teach people 24 hours staking. Here is why. When they stake for 24 hours, you don't earn anything. When you are in business, don't pretend as if you are in charity. So when someone wants to start, please encourage them to go a minimum of 30 days so that when they stake, you earn something. Okay? If they tell you I'm scared, then let them put in very little money in 30 days. As they earn, you earn. Please stop being merciful. This is not charity, it is business. Okay? So let's go. So you can stake for 24 hours, for 30 days, for 90 days, for 180, 360. This is multi-tier, different areas where you could stake. And that is also now very successful. Number two, on-chain deployment of treasury bonds and market maker bonds. Do we have market maker bonds already? You can be able to bring your USDT and buy ONF at a cheaper price. But currently, there is no cheaper price. But we have the market maker bonds available here and also the treasury bonds available here. Okay? I'm still looking at the roadmap. Number three, internal beta testing of the global card, the OGC card. Question, ladies and gentlemen, do we have the global card now operating? Expansion of region nodes in South Korea. South Korea is already available, and South Korea is for by economy. Thailand is for the what? The coin home, which is even bringing more. Have you heard about that? ONF, Oracle Foundation, is going to introduce a mechanism that bans circulating tokens in the market that we shall discuss. Okay? Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, Singapore. We are now here in Uganda. We are even here in Masaka. I'm here in my tropical forest, but telling you about Oracle DAO. So the first phase of 2025, 2026 is already done. And now later, the roadmap is saying they will now go in for the full use of the Oracle card, the launching of the Oracle credit system, a decentralized exchange, all these. But I want to focus on phase 3, the launch of the on-chain financial charter initiative and establishment of the Oracle International Governance Council. Let me show you something about that. When I read about this token called OHM, I found that the OHM has a governance token. It has a governance token. Let me. OHM. Let me see if I could see it. Okay. The governance OHM token. You see this? Because the Oracle DAO is trying to bring a business that was introduced by OHM. Let me show you the price. Let me show you the price. Do you see the price? The OHM governance token is here. It is $6,091. I'm trying to compare. I'm not saying this is what will happen, but in the roadmap of ONF, they are saying that after 2028, there will be an establishment of International Governance Council. In the OHM, there is the OHM governance token that has a price of $6,000. How many tokens will you have when ONF is at $6,000? It's just a question to ponder. It's just a question to ponder. It is a question for you to ponder about. How many tokens will you have? How many tokens will you have? That's why today's lesson is focused on you to create a residual repeated recurring income. And people have asked me, Julius, why do you keep bringing unbelievable opportunities to people? Why do you want people to make money? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have been able to design a simple strategy. There are 3 levels of financial freedom. Number 1, you start suffocating. When I say you're having a suffocating financial status, you need to understand that you are not able to pay your bills. But if you enter my S2 again, I have 3 S's to financial freedom. You start getting surplus. You are able to pay your bills. No. You are sufficient. You are able to pay your bills. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason why Oracle DAO is here is to get you from suffocating to get you into sufficient to be able to pay your bills so that you can have surplus. You have surplus. You are able to achieve your goals, dreams, and desires. And how is the Oracle DAO going to do this for you? Number 1, make sure you are staking. Make sure you are staking. Create a residual income that repeatedly over time on a monthly basis, it can give you a certain amount of money. For example, I told you I staked 229 tokens, and every month I will earn 57 tokens. If we subtract this from this, so it means that their next month I will bring back my 229 tokens. Let's get to a calculator here very fast. So 57. So if the token by the end of my month still is at 20, I'll make $1,140. If it goes back to 30, I'll make 1,170. So repeatedly, I can be able to create a passive income that happens to me repeatedly every single month. So my 229 tokens times the current price, this was my investment, 4,580. And every month I have a return of, let me say, 57 tokens times 20. I return $1,140. I still have my tokens. But every single month, my tokens are giving me a return of $1,140. Do you see how I'm now able to have sufficient? I can comfortably pay my bills. But ladies and gentlemen, I have said it over and over, we were not born to pay bills and die. We were born to live this life fullest. My mentor, Les Brown, says, live fully, die empty. I have said it several times that one of the richest places on this world is the graveyard, is the cemetery. Why? Because it is filled. The cemetery is filled with so many people's dreams and ambitions, not because they are not willing to pursue their dreams, not because they never had the desire to live their dreams, but ladies and gentlemen, they lack the three ingredients of success. Number one, finding the right opportunity. The first R, right opportunity. Then become the second R, the right person. And starting the opportunity at the right time. The PPPT, the RT. You need to find the right opportunity. And when you find the right opportunity, you need to have found it at the right time. And when you start the opportunity at the right time, you become the right person. Some of you, even when I look at your questions, you are in the right opportunity at the right time, but you are a wrong person. Yay! Are we together? Yes, the opportunity is right. It is changing people's lives, but you have decided to become a wrong person.
Woohoo!
Let me show you guys. Some of you, you have the money. You are not staking good enough. You are staking $10, but you have a challenge to pay your bills. Yesterday, I read for you one of my biggest books I have ever read that changed my perception about money. Can I tell you that? For the last 4 years of my work, when I left school in 2015, every day I woke up every single day. Let me get my background off. 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 Every day, guys, I woke up every single day to go outside there and find money. How many of you are here? And every day you leave your home to go and look for money. Give me a one if you are on the call today. You wake up every day and your goal of waking up is to go and look for money. Give me a one. if you are here. And that is your approach. Give me a 1 if you are here. And every day, when you wake up, you are looking for money. Every day, you wake up. Every day, you wake up, you go and look for money. Congratulations. Because for the first time, how many of you are tired of that rat race? If you are tired, give me a 2 and I tell you a simple secret. Whenever I used to wake up, I was all about, let me go and find money. But I discovered that the right approach is to stop chasing the money. Because when I read the book called The Richest Man in Babylon, it said the following words, and I want to keep them simple. The following words: every gold you earn is a slave to work for you. Can I repeat that? Can I repeat that? Every gold you earn is a slave to work for you. Every single money you earn should be made your slave. Can I come again? Every single money you earn should be made a slave. And what is that? You invest the money so that the money becomes your worker. But some of you, instead of making money become your slave, you are the slave to money. Do we connect? And he said, continued and said, every copper, or every children that has been produced by your money should also do the same. Since I started doing that, I no longer wake up to look for money. Guys, I don't know where you are, but me, I have parked here in the middle of trees. The air is fresh. The oxygen is, people are busy on the streets looking for money. Me, I'm breathing fresh oxygen. Feel it. Oh. Now they ask me, why do you look nice? I'm taking fresh air. The trees are producing. Oh. Wow. Oh. I don't chase money. And because I make money, back to my car. Back to my car. So that I speak to you very well. Oh. Guys, and the formula is simple. And the formula is simple, guys. And the formula is simple. Now, you see, mindset is the problem. Don't show off. I'm not showing off. I'm inspiring you, my friend. I'm not showing off. Me, I'm just trying to show you. Now he is annoyed. I know he's annoyed. Or she's annoyed. I'm not get annoyed. This is not showing off. This is not showing off. You are getting you are getting annoyed for nothing. What I'm trying to impress is that I need your money to go and work for you. Give me a 2 if it now makes sense. I need your money to go and work for you, for you. Your money needs to go and become your slave. You do not need to become the slave for money. Your money needs to go and become your slave. And how is this going to happen? How much can you stake? That's the big question that I'm pondering to you today. How much can you stake? How many tokens are you going to go on Jucoin, on LBank, or on Bioeconomy, buy? Bring them up here. For example, you see, my money is making more tokens, and I have a choice to go sell these tokens, but I've decided to say I will sell these tokens on a monthly basis. And like someone, I have a monthly budget. Do you copy, guys? Do you copy, guys? I have a monthly budget. I have a budget, because if you don't know how you spend your money, you can never budget for your money. And so I know how I spend my money. I have a monthly budget, and I will be able to have money with me all the time. Why? Because my money is making more money. Now I move from suffocating to sufficient. I can be able to pay my bills very, very well. But here comes the question that I'm going to lastly talk about. How many of you are interested in surplus? How many of you are interested in surplus? How many of you are here and you want more than what you can spend? You have created, go and stake 50 tokens and above. Everybody listening to me, take it a point and make sure you have staked 50 tokens and above. 50 tokens and above. Oracle is giving you a chance. The ONF is at $20. Don't wake up when it is at 100. Make sure you have staked 50 tokens and above, because when you stake 50 tokens and above, you will be able to pay your bills comfortably. But here is the question. Here is the biggest question. How many of you want surplus? Give me some love heart or anything if you want surplus. How many of you want surplus? The token is at $20 now. How many of you want surplus? You want more? Let me show you surplus. Let me show you surplus, guys. Then I talk about your dreams and goals, okay? So I'll tap on promotional rewards. Okay. How many of you, this is surplus, guys. I have staked 560 tokens. My money is making money for me. You know me, I'm a leader who leads by example. I don't lead by inspiration. I lead by example. I do what I say. I want money to work for me. So hear me, I'm sorted. I have staked 560 tokens. I have been buying them at different prices. But now, you see, Oracle DAO is giving you an opportunity that could allow you have surplus tokens. That could allow you have surplus. You see, guys, I have 158 tokens to claim. And this is not coming from my staking. My staking is paying my bills. By the way, my staking helps me travel if I have a monthly budget. So at the end of the month, I will remove my staking profit from my month, and I can use it throughout the month. Pay my children's school fees, take my wife to a nice place, be able to eat every day, eat what I want, because I have a repeated sufficient income that can pay my bills. But look, guys, I want to live a life fullest. I want to drive my dream car. I want to build my apartments. I want to make sure that I have enough land, enough goats, enough cattle, enough chicken, like King Solomon. I want to be able to have surplus. I want to have surplus. And the only way to have surplus, I need to focus on the digital factors of production. I want to talk about factors of production. How many of you are ready? Because now I have just started. Now I want to go to factors of production. I have personally created my digital factors of production. Are we ready? My digital factors of production. But allow me take you back to school a little bit. Allow me take you back to school a little bit. Allow me take you back to school. In the last century, we usually talked about factors of production. And we said, can you list for me the 4 main factors of production, if you still remember them? Number 1 was land. The number 1 factor of production that people talked about was land. How many of you remember that? Capital. Thank you, Brian. Land, capital. Let me see if people still remember. People have forgotten, but it's okay. Sefa says time. Okay. Alan says labor. Nabot says enterprise. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But now, this is simple. The land of today is blockchain. The digital land of today is blockchain. If you buy 5 acres of land today, can you find your 5 acres of land lost? That where they have shifted to another area? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Can you buy land and then you find that where you bought your land, the 5 acres have shifted? Let me know. Let me know. Exactly. Land doesn't move. And the reason why land was the major source was the number 1 factor of production is because it has all natural resources in production. It has land itself, it has water itself, it has minerals, it has forests, it has oil. Are we together? Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the world has shifted, as the population has grown, do we have enough land for everybody? Let me know. Do we have enough land for everybody as a factor of production? No. So, instead of physical land, blockchain projects depend on digital space. Digital space like data centers, data servers, and internet. Do you know that if you have internet, you have a digital infrastructure, you have a factor of production? Give me a 2 if you have understood that. If you have internet, you have a factor of production. Because your phone is able to host blockchain nodes. Your phone is able to host blockchain nodes. Your phone is able to... Someone is asking, what is blockchain? It is a hack-proof method of storing of information. Done. Number two, labor. How many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with me that labor is a fact of production, from human effort to skills and time? They use human efforts, they use human skills, they use human time to produce goods and services. As we speak today, there are people that are manufacturing cars. There are people at petrol stations. There are people that are making roads. There are people that there are goods and services. Ladies and gentlemen, the labor is a human skill. Skilled people who deploy, manage, and secure blockchain networks. These include software developers, crypto analysts, marketeers, community managers, traders. Now, you can use your labor to reach out to as many people as possible and tell them about the Oracle DAO. You are using the internet as a digital infrastructure. You are using the human skill, the labor, to reach out because you want surplus. Your surplus requires some effort. And number three, capital. The money, the tools, the machines that build blockchain systems. But the beauty is, you don't need all this huge capital. You don't need the capital to go and, let me ask a question. Do you think the founder of ONF invested some money? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Do you think the founder of ONF invested some money? Let me know in the chat. And let me open your eyes. Let me open your eyes about labor. Because unless, for the Bible says my people perish because of lack of information. Let me show you something unbelievable. Okay, let's go to Aave.ai. Let's go to Aave.ai. And I'll pick ONF very fast. I'll tap on the RISC. I'll check using the Aave.ai very fast. Look here, guys. The owner of ONF decided to say, I'll run this project for the next 3 years. And after 3 years, I will start unlocking 10 million tokens. I will start unlocking 10 million tokens, but every month I will unlock 5%. What comes into your mind? Do you think he's ready to pick his return on investment when the token is at $20? Let me know in the chat. Can I see some answers in the chat? Can I see some answers? Do you think he's ready to pick his investment when the token is at $20? Answer me. Use your logic. Use your logic. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all wake up? 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 You might be sleeping. Some of you have prayed for God for the last 10 years. God, give me an opportunity that can change my life. God, give me an opportunity. Now what God does, he puts a big landmine of gold at your phone. Then every day you go rabata karamata, ramakata parakata, God rakatamata, ukuna matakataka, gudu makatakataka, orakata patapakata, orokotokupata patapata, yikutupata. He's tired of you over praying, yet you are not taking action. Because the fourth factor of production is called entrepreneurship. The fourth factor of production is called entrepreneurship. And what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is innovation and risk-taking. Entrepreneurship, these are visionaries who create and launch blockchain solutions, tokens, and platforms. If you don't take a risk today, you will regret. And how are you going to take a risk? Number one, stake. Number two, make sure you are not taking a loan. Are we ready to see some money? I'm now going to take only 5 minutes and end this call. Are we ready to see how much you can make? If you now take over the digital infrastructure, the human skill, the capital, the entrepreneurship. Are you now ready? Because the technology that makes crypto possible, the smart contracts have already been created. The decentralized application, which is Oracle, it has already been created. A cryptographic system, which is BNB, has already been created. Now, the knowledge that drives the innovation has already been created. So my responsibility, your responsibility to change our lives is to help the project by improving its scalability, growing its security, and growing its adoption. And how are you going to achieve this? Here we go. Let's look at this right now. Just a minute. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Now let's get in here. Okay. So if I am able to introduce people who can basically stake $10,000 using my link, okay? Let us divide this by 20. These are 500 tokens. Let me get in this, okay? So I'll use the calculator. I'll use a year, 500 tokens. It means by the end of the year, let me use a year. $500 tokens. By the end of the year, these people will have staked 7,480 tokens. 7,480 tokens. We remove off their investment of 500. This is the balance. On this balance, you are entitled to 20%. It means that by the end of the year, you will have earned from them 1,396 tokens. Let's say by the end of the year, the token, let me give it an average price of 25. This will be your income. What if it rises to 50? This will be your income. What if it goes to 100? This will be your income. By just introducing people who stake a total of $10,000 worth of the token. Now that is your first level. When you come here and tap on more, then you tap on my invitation, tap on the link, copy this link, someone uses it, and in total you have people who have staked $10,000. By the end of one single year, you will have diversified your income. Let me say it remains at 20. You'll have $27,000. Let me say it goes at 25, 34. Let me say it goes at 30, $40,000. Let me take that. $41,000. How much is this in your local currency? My fellow Ugandan, in 1 year, you'll have made a surplus of 146 million Ugandan shillings. Is that bad money? Is that bad money? Let me know in the chat. You are participating in factors of production. You are just using the major factor of production, which is a smartphone, internet. And people are saying it's not possible. Look, I have some supplies I've not withdrawn here. Let me go. Promoting. How much is this? I have not withdrawn it, I think, for some close to 1.5 weeks. How much is this? How much is this? It is 158. If I withdraw it now, I'll earn $3,160. If I keep it longer, if I go stronger, what if it hits 100? Am I opening your eyes? Am I opening your eyes? And I'm not saying that I'm not staking. I'm staking. Man, I'm staking. Let's just go to the second leg. The people introduced by the people you have brought, let them stake $50, $50,000. Let's divide this by the current price. They will have staked 2,500 tokens in total. Let's place it on a calculator for a year. 2,500 tokens for a year. They will have staked 37,403 tokens. 37,403 tokens. This will be your balance. On this, 34,903. On this, let us remove off their investment, 2,500. This will be the balance. You are entitled to 15% of this. This will be your income. This is the amount staked by the people that were not brought by you. When it is at $20, you'll make $97,000. When it goes to 25, you'll make that. Let me take an average of 30 because 30 is possible. That will be your income. This plus the first level you earned $41,000. This is how much you are making in a year. Just the people you introduced, they staked a total of 10,000. Those introduced by the people that you introduced, they stake a total of 50,000. In 1 year. My fellow Ugandan, this will be 653 million Ugandan shillings. My brothers and sisters in South Africa, this will be 3 million South African rands. Now, what if the first level stakes 10,000, the second level stakes 30,000, and the third level stakes 50,000? Let's say the second level stakes 30,000. Let us divide it by 20. They will have staked 1,500 tokens. For a year, this will be 22,442 tokens. We remove off the 1,500 tokens they have staked as their capital. On this, you're entitled to 15%. This is how much you will earn times 20, 62 plus. Let me repeat, $30,000. Okay, let me just pick this figure here. 2244.2 minus 1,500. That's what you earn. This you are entitled to 15%. This times an average of 30, it will be $94,000. Plus the other one, it was around 18,000. I'll take an average. This is close to this good income in a single year. How much is this by my fellow Ugandans? This is $959 million. In a year, you can make $1 billion Ugandan shillings. On an average, because I've removed everything. When your first level stakes 10,000, your second level stakes 30,000, and your third level stakes 50,000, you are assured of not making less than $300,000 in a single year. Are we together? How many of you have seen an opportunity? How many of you have seen an opportunity? You are just leveraging the factors of production. You don't need to design the blockchain. You don't need to design the system. You don't need to find an exchange where the coins are being sold. Your role is to earn and sell. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the right opportunity for you. Now, what do you want me to clarify? First level, I've told you 20%. Second level, I've told you 15%. Third level, 15%. The rest, I think I can share in the group. First level, 20%. Second level, 15%. Third level, 15%. Only 3 levels are enough for you. Yet they pay up to 20 levels. I think that's enough for today. The screenshot, I can share it in the group. And you go through and you see the percentages up to the end. But I will stop on 3 generations. First level, 20%. Second level, 15%. Third level, 15%. Only 3 levels, and you're good to go. So increase your stake, maximize the opportunity, become the right person, and change your life. The block production reward is determined by how many people are staking. Okay? The more the numbers increase, the more the block production reward increases. I wish you all the best. Have a good day. So see you tomorrow. See you in the evening. And see you everywhere. Love you guys. Bye-bye.